you know, a little more independent. All right, so we are going to look at other types of solutions we can have. So let's go to here. So we're going to look specifically at no solutions and infinite solutions. So first off, I made a typo when I was typing this up. We're going to scribble this out right there. We don't need it. And we're just going to have negative 4 times 2x plus 1 is equal to negative 8x minus 2. Because the way it's written, we do not have the tools in our tool belt to solve yet. We will get those tools, but we're not there yet. So we're going to rewrite that for us. Now, we are going to go ahead and how do I solve this problem from here? Distribute. So negative 4 times 2x is going to be negative 4 times 1 is and then can I do anything with the other side? So we just bring down negative 8x minus 2. Now, what do I need to do to solve this? Well, we can do that, or we can add our variables. Either way works. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do plus 8x just because it'll be a little quicker. What is negative 8x plus 8x? Is it even x? It's just 0, right? So what that leaves us with is negative 4 is equal to negative 2. Is that true? No, that's not true. So if we ever have something that ends in an untrue statement, so even if we would have moved the 4, we would have still had to move the 8, and we would have ended up with 0 equals negative, or 0 equals 2. Is that right? No. So if we ever have an untrue statement, that tells us that x has no solution. There is not a value we could plug into that equation to make it true. Okay? You can also write this, your answer, as 0 with a line through it. That represents the empty set, which just means there's no answers. There's no solution. That's all it means. You can do either. All right, the second question has no typos in it, so we're good to start. Okay, now, when we look at this, what do I need to do to the left-hand side of it? What do I need to do? To the left side? Just bring it down. Okay, but for the right side, I need to do what? Distribute. So 3 times 1 is? 3 times negative 3x is? Minus 8. Okay, before I move stuff around the equals, what can I do? What are my like terms I can combine? So the left-hand side, we just bring that down again. And then we have 3 minus 8, which is, then we have minus 9x. What do you notice about those two things? They're the same. So if we ever have it and our equations are the same on both sides, okay, that right there tells us regardless of what number I plug in, they will have the same answer. It doesn't matter if it's negative 32, 7/4, or 2 million. They're going to be the same. So what that tells us is x has infinitely many solutions, or it is all real numbers. And we can also write that using the symbol for all real numbers, which is an R, but it has 2 little lines at the back. That's like the math symbol for all real numbers. Yes? I would accept either.
Can you go look at the other one?
Yes.
Because I wanted to see this.
Yep. But that right there is the difference between the two. If you have an untrue statement, it is going to give you no real solutions. If you have a statement that regardless of what you put into it, it is true, it is infinite solutions. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the next page. Now, I accidentally copied that page twice in your packets. Why? I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so you can pick either of them and do it, then you don't have to do it twice. But I did it twice. I don't know why. All right, now, from here, okay, I want us, before we even get started, there are 2 typos I want to fix. Okay, I need to get rid of that 6 as well. So 33 is going to be 6 times 2x minus 6 is equal to negative 7 times negative 2x plus 4. I'm sorry for these typos. By the time I caught it, I had already made 155 copies. And I'm not going to redo that. Especially considering once I made the 155 copies, I ran out of copies on the big copy machine and had to do the rest on the Slowpoke. So it was not fun. All right. We are also going to fix the same thing on 34. We're going to take out that x, and it will leave us with 8 times 5x minus 3 is equal to 6 times negative 3x minus 4. All right. And the reason we have to do that is because we do not have the tools in our tool belt to deal with the x in there yet. And it would no longer be linear, so it changes a whole lot. All right, so we're going to go over most of these together. So let's go ahead and look at 32. So for 32, what do I need to do first on the left-hand side? Distribute. So 3 times 2x is? 3 times 2 is? Okay, then what do I need to do with that negative 3? So we get is equal to 6 plus 3x. Now, what can I do? So what are my like terms? What is 6x minus 3x? So we have 3x plus 6 is equal to 6 plus 3x. What do you notice? Those are the exact same. So that means x has what? Infinitely many solutions, or x is equal to all real numbers. And yes, a hashtag symbol and a number sign are the same thing. The first time I had to explain that one, I felt really old. It's okay though. I am getting old, unfortunately. Existential crisis, everything. Are we just making awkward eye contact and that's what's happening today?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's okay. How was your day going?
Pretty good.
Do what? I'm going to. I'm going to let y'all get started on this assignment, then I'm going to do it. Because I did initially forget. Appreciate the reminder, because I will forget some days, and I will need the reminder. All right, so for 33, what should the next line of 33 be? From there, what do we need to do? Which one do we want to move? Can subtract 12. We could really move any of them, so we're good. So negative 36 is equal to 2x minus 28. What else do I need to do? Plus 29. Negative 36 plus 28 is? Negative 8 is equal to 2x. What do I do from there? And so what does x equal? Negative 4. Yep. Now I want us to look at 34. Okay, for 34, what should the next line be? Minus 24, right? All right, from there, what do y'all want me to do to solve this?
I want to add that 18.
going to add 18. So that gives us 58x minus 24 equals negative 24. What now? What is negative 24 plus 24? 0. So we get 58x equals 0. How do I undo 58 times x? Divide. So divide both sides by 58. So we get x is equal to, what is 0 divided by 58? All right, that is our answer, okay? While we are on this question, remember, a number divided by 0 does not work, right? That gives us undefined. But we can do 0 divided by a number. That is perfectly fine. That will give us 0 every time, okay? Remember the distinction between the two, because that will come up a lot. All right, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at question 35. So for question 35, what should the next line be? Yep, because a negative and a negative make that positive. Now, what next? Yep, so we have on this side nothing we can do. But what are my like terms I can combine on the right? 7x and 4x and 14 and 28. What is 7x minus 4x? And then what is 14 plus 28?
42. Wait.
I think so, yeah. All right, from there, what do I need to do to solve?
Add that 13.
You can add 13. So we get 3x equals 3x plus 55. Now what?
Subtract.
What is 3x minus 3x? So we get 0 equals 55. Is that true?
Incorrect.
No, that's not true. Okay, so that means x has what? No solution. All right, so that kind of wraps up this stuff that we're going to talk about today. Now we are going to go ahead and talk about our assignment. So I am about to pass out our assignment. Okay, and so one thing I do in here is whenever I have an assignment, so I print all of your notes on white paper, then all of your assignments for me will get printed on a colored sheet of paper, okay? That way it makes it super easy for you to figure out what gets turned in and what doesn't for me. And it also, if I ever need, because I will have students bring me their folder and be like, I don't know what needs to get turned in, can you show me? It makes it a whole lot easier for me to find them. That's something I try to do because it makes life easier. But we are going to do a maze thing today, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up on the board. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So we have to go through each of these. As you find your answers, you will be directed to the next problem, okay? I'm already going to go ahead and tell you, you should only have to do 8 questions to get to the finish, okay? So if you do more than 8, it means something went wrong. If you need help, please ask. We are going to turn this in, okay? So if you finish by the end of class, we have another like 30-ish minutes. So if you finish by the end of class, we can put it in the bin at the back over there. Do not hand it to me. I will lose it, okay? We put our bin in the thing back there. If you do not finish by the end of class, you will take it home, finish it for homework, and bring it to me tomorrow. First thing, as soon as you get in here, it should go in the bin. You are free to use scratch paper if you want to, or you can use the back. If you use scratch paper, make sure it gets stapled to this paper when you turn it in. Sound good? All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead